Hello everyone, I'm Taiyang and we are reading Elementary Chinese Reader 2. In lesson 42, we'll read a story behind a Chinese idiom, Nan Yuan Bei Zhe, which means doing something which does not take you towards your goal but takes you to an entirely opposite direction. Reaching south by driving towards north. So when you drive towards north, you cannot reach to the south direction or your destination in south. When you do something which does not take you towards your goals, your destinations, your efforts are taking you to the opposite direction. This means making efforts in the opposite direction. This story has its origin in the Warring State period, the kingdom of Wei, which was the strongest kingdom initially at the initial phases of the Warring State period, was the weakest empire at the time of its end or at the end. However, the king of Wei still continued with his strategy of attacking his neighbors without realizing that his empire is a weak empire now. So this story was told by one of his ministers to him to indicate that his efforts are increasingly taking him towards an opposite direction which are not towards his goal. This is the story we will read behind this idiom Nan Yuan Bei Zhe. Also in this lesson, we'll read a sentence pattern Yue Lai Yue, which means doing something increasingly, increasing, or its equivalent in English as something getting bigger or something getting stronger increasingly, more and more, which is Yue Lai Yue in Chinese. Let us start by reading the sentences in the box. Let us read the first sentence. 前边走过来一个人 In the front, 走过来 walked over 一个人 a person. In front came walking a person or came over a person walking. 宿舍里搬走了两个同学 In the street moved two classmates. 雨越下越大 This is the sentence pattern. 越什么什么越 Something happening increasingly or more and more. As rain fell, it grew bigger. 雨 rain 越下 as it fell 越大 got bigger, more and more or increasingly bigger or increasingly higher. Let us now move on to the substitution drill. Let us read the first sentence. 桌子上放着很多书 On the desk or on the table are placed a lot of books. Let us now look at the words in the box to make replacement in this sentence. 屋里 that is room, inside the room. 摆 to place. 花 flower. 墙上 on the wall. 挂 hang. 花 picture. 路上 on the road. Thing stop. 马车 horse carriage. Ma is a horse. Che is a vehicle. Ma che is a horse carriage or horse cart. 工厂上 on the factory. 站 to wait or stand. Run people. Chur here. True to live. 工人 factory workers. Replace these words in the sentence above to make new sentences. Let us move on to the second substitution drill. Let us read out the following sentence. 前边走过来一个人 In the front walked or came across walking a person. Let us now look at the words in the box to make replacement in this sentence. 对面 opposite. 跑 run. Ma horse. On the opposite side came over running horses. 北边 north. 飞 to fly. 飞机 aeroplane. And the measure word for aeroplane is 架. 前边 in front. 开 to start or run. 火车 train. 那边 that side. 开 to start or run over. 汽车 a car. Let us now move on to the third substitution drill. Let us read out the following sentence. 宿舍里搬走了两个同学. In the dormitory, moved, zo to walk, walked and moved, two classmates. Let us now read the words in the box to make replacement with the underlined parts. 教室里 in the classroom. 搬出去 removed and went. 椅子 chair. 墙上掉下来照片 on the wall or from the wall. 掉 to drop or fall. 下来 came down. 照片 picture. So from the wall dropped picture. Replace these words in the above sentence to make new sentence. Let us read the next set of words. 我们班病人 病 is ill. Run is person. 我们班 our class. Let us read the next substitution drill. 农民的生活越来越好. The life of peasants is increasingly getting better. This is 越来越 more and more or increasingly. The life of peasants is increasingly getting better. Let us read the words on the box to make replacement in this sentence and make new sentences. 我们学的上次 the new words we study. 多 more. The new words we study are increasingly becoming more. 越来越多 more and more, increasingly more. 越来越多 increasingly more. 我们学的语法复杂 complex. The grammar we study is increasingly getting complex. 越来越复杂 more and more or increasingly complex. 课文内容深 deep. The implication of this text deep. 越来越深 increasingly getting deep. 他的身体好 is health good. 越来越好 more and more good or increasingly better. Let us read the next substitution drill. Let us read out the following sentence. Let us now read the idiomatic story or the story behind the idiom 南辕北辙. Reaching south by driving in north or doing efforts in the opposite direction than your goals. Driving north to reach south. Let us read this story. 这是中国的一个成语故事. 成语 is an idiom. 故事 is story. This is a Chinese idiomatic story. 大路上走过来 on big road 走过来 came walking. 一辆马车 a horse cart 马车车上坐着一个人 on the cart was sitting a person. 前边 in front 还有一个赶车的 a driver 赶 is to drive 车的 which means 赶车的人. So a person was sitting on the cart. In front there was also a person, or in addition there was a person or a driver in front. 马车后边放着 in the backside of the horse cart was placed 一只大箱子和别的东西 a big suitcase and other things. So a person was driving on the road. A horse cart came on the road. A person was sitting on the cart. There was a person driving in front. There was a big suitcase on the back side and other things. 赶车的不停地赶 the driver without stopping drive, or the driver was driving without stopping. 三匹马, the 3 horses. 看样子, it appeared. 他们要到, they wanted to, 到 to reach or arrive. It appeared that they wanted to reach 很远的地方去. 很远, very far. 地方, place. 去, to go. It appeared that they wanted to go to a very far off place. 路旁边走过来一个老人. 旁边 is side. 走过来 walk, came walking. 一个老人. 老人 is an old person. So while this cart was running on the road, a person came walking on the road. 对坐车的说, 坐车的 means 坐车的人 to the person sitting on the cart said, 先生, 您怎么着急? Mister, you are so worried. 怎么 so 着急 is worried. So an old person came across the road and he said to the person sitting in the cart, Sir, you are looking worried. 要到什么地方去? Want to go to what place? 什么 what? 地方 place. 去 to go. You want to go to which place? 我要到楚国去. I want to go to the Chu country. 车停后 after the carriage stopped. 车停后坐车的这样回答. The person sitting on the cart like this 回答 answered. So after the carriage stopped, 停下以后 after the carriage stopped, the person sitting on the cart answered like this, I want to go to the Chu country. 听说他要去楚国. 老人笑了笑. After listening that he wanted to go to the Chu country, the old person smiled. 说您走错了. Said, you are walking in the wrong direction. So is wrong. The person said that you are going in the wrong direction. 楚国在南边. The Chu country is in the south. 怎么往北走呢? Why are you going towards north? 往 is towards. 北 north. 走 to walk. Na, this is a particle. So he said that Chu country is in the south. Why are you going towards the north? 那有什么关系呢? 什么关系? What concern? What concern has that? 您没看见吗? Have you not seen? So the person sitting on the cart said, what has that to do? What has the direction to do with it? Have you not seen? 这三匹马又高又大. These 3 horses are big and high, or these 3 horses are very strong. 跑起来快得好. They run very fast. 快得好 quickly. 您的马虽然好, although your horses are good. 虽然 although. 您的马虽然好, although your horses are good. 但 but 这不是去楚国的路. But this road is not going towards the Chu country. Although your horses are good, but this road is not going to the Chu country. 怎么能到得了呢? How would you be able to reach? 怎么能 how can? 怕什么? 怕 is to be afraid of. 什么 what? What is to be afraid of? 坐车的 the person sitting on the cart. 这 pointing towards. 后边 backside. 箱子 suitcase. So the person sitting on the carts pointed towards the suitcase on the back side. Shuo said, 我的箱子里有很多钱. In my suitcase there is a lot of money. 有这么多钱, have so much money. 害怕, still afraid of. 到不了出国吗? 到不了 is to reach and not reach. 出国, to country. Ma, interrogative. So he said, the person sitting on the cart said, pointing towards the back side of cart, that my suitcase has a lot of money. Having so much money, why should I be afraid of not reaching the Chu country? Then, 虽然有钱, although you have money. 可是别忘了, but don't forget. 别, no or not. 忘了, forget. Although you have money, but don't forget. Then 做的方向不对. Function is direction. Then 走的方向, the road you are walking. 不对 is not correct. Although you have money, but don't forget that the direction or road you are walking is not correct. 这样会, 这样 like this. 会 will. 越走越远. As you walk, you will grow further, or you will go to a more distance from your destination. So he said, although you have money, but don't forget the direction you are going is wrong, and more you walk, the more you will be away from your destination. 坐车的听了, the person sitting on the cart listened. 摇摇头说, 摇摇 is to shake, 头 is head, shaking his head. He said, 没关系, no problem. 您看, 这个赶车的身体好. This driver's health is good. So he shook his head and said, no problem. You look, this driver's health is good. 技术高, the skill is high. 能力 is ability. 特别 is specially, strong, strong. So specially his skill or ability is specially strong. 别人 other person. 比不了他 compared to him are not equivalent. Other persons are not equivalent to him in ability or skill. 说完他就让赶车的. 说完 after finishing speaking. 他就 he then asked the driver, 赶车的继续朝前走. Continue walking in front. So after saying this, he let or asked the driver to continue moving in forward direction, moving in front or in the same direction they were heading to. 三匹马, the 3 horses. 越跑越快. The more they run, the faster they become. The 3 horses, more they run, the faster they become, or increasingly grew faster. 一会儿马车看不见. In a while, the horse cart was not visible. 虽然 although 坐车的 the person sitting on the cart, although the person sitting on the cart, 虽然坐车的有很多好的条件. 条件 is condition or situations. 好的 good. Although the person sitting on the cart has a lot of favorable conditions or situations in his favor. 可是方向错了. 可是 but 方向 is direction, so wrong. But the direction was wrong. Although he has favorable condition, but his direction was wrong. 结果 as a result. 只能 only can. So as a result, he can only, 只能 only can. 离他要去的, li is from, 要 need or want, 去的 to go, from the place he wanted to go. 地方越来越远, more and more farther. Although the person sitting on the cart has a lot of favorable situations, However, his direction was wrong, and as a result, he went farther and farther from his desired destination. This was the idiomatic story behind the idiom Nan Yuan Pei Che, moving in exactly the opposite direction, or your efforts giving you a different result from what you want, or exactly opposite result from what you want. And this was lesson 42 from Elementary Chinese Reader 2.